What is up, everybody? This is the Game Corner Podcast, episode 32. Would have done this last night, but, more severe thunderstorms and shitty weather in the forecast, so had to push it off again till Monday, which is, of course, today. That being said, guys, if you haven't seen last week's episode, I did a review of Mortal Kombat 11, which was about a half an hour long. And, I thought it was a great game. But this week we got some news on the freebies for PlayStation Plus and Xbox Games with Gold. We have a little bit of news on the newest Call of Duty, which was revealed a few days ago. Quite honestly, with E3 literally right around the corner, starting this Saturday, they could have just waited and had it be an E3 reveal, in my opinion. Mortal Kombat 11 DLC gets announced, and plenty of other news. Square Enix confirms a game to be revealed at E3. So, that being said, folks, follow me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as the fantastic Erin Fitzgerald, the voice actress behind so many great characters. She also has Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, so check the description box down below for all of our links, as always. And before I get into the news, I wanted to show you guys this thing here. Now, I was playing Borderlands, the Game of the Year Edition, Enhanced Edition. Say that 5 times fast. I was doing the game. I got it from GameStop for about $5. Brand new, no less. And this is the PS4 version that came out early April. So I got the game. I haven't played the original Borderlands in 10 years, and I'm going to get to why I decided to get it in a few minutes. But I got the game. I've been playing through it again. Still a great game. Still love it. I've beaten it a few times, and I didn't discover these glitches before that I'm going to talk about. Now, this one glitch, the first one here I'm going to show you, I found by accident. Absolutely don't know. I was trying to take a shortcut to get to my objective, and I ended up landing somewhere I guess you're not meant to be, because I ended up walking through the wall and then falling through the floor, as you can see. Now, this is a re-recording of it, as after I did it again to see if I could replicate it, and that's when I recorded it. No idea. But this glitch, I don't know if it causes screen tearing, but after I did the glitch, there was quite a bit of screen tearing going on when I was moving the camera left and right once in a while for the character. It's pretty interesting glitches. You would think with a remaster they would patch this stuff out, but they didn't. Oh well. And the second one here, this one's kind of strange, and I don't know if it's a result of the first one, but I was trying to switch a class mod with a better one, and I was holding down the square button as you would to swap out the equipment, and it just kept generating what would seemingly be an infinite amount of the same exact class mod I was trying to drop. And not only was it doing that, I still had the class mod equipped. I have no idea how this happens. I don't know if it's a bug with certain equipment in the game, but it's never happened with any of the weapons or the grenades, and it has happened with a shield that I did not record before this. But like I said, maybe it was a product of the first glitch that I did. Maybe not. I have no idea. That being said, folks, this is the Game Corner Podcast, episode 32, as I stated before. And with that being said, let's get right into the news. We're going to start with Square Enix confirming the Marvel's Avengers game to be shown off at E3. So a few days ago, Square Enix confirmed that Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, the Avengers project, will be at E3 2019. In a new post on Twitter, it is confirmed that Marvel's Avengers will be revealed at the event. The game will be shown off on June 10th, 2019 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. This is when the Square Enix Live E3 broadcast will be held. They are taking Sony's Monday night spot, because Sony's not going to be there. As a reminder, the project was first announced back in 2017. I do not remember this at all. Square Enix added more people to the development team last year, and the game is still in development. I'm interested in this game. I do not remember the reveal from 2017, so I'm looking forward to this. Square Enix looks like they're going to have a much bigger press conference this year with Sony being absent. EA as well. They're not going to be there, so that just leaves Square Enix, Ubisoft, Microsoft, Nintendo with their Direct, and Bethesda. So, considerably smaller lineup. I don't consider the PC gaming show because I don't watch it. A lot of people who are pro PC gamers even say it sucks. So I'm not even lumping that in, rather, with the rest of these. Pokemon Masters. Now, last week on Tuesday, they did the Pokemon 2019 press conference, and this is one of the things announced during the conference. Pokemon Masters is a smartphone game featuring all your favorite Pokemon trainers like Ash, Brock, and Misty. They were shown in the trailer that was shown during the conference. Conceptualized by Ken Sugimori, Pokemon Masters will bring together trainers across the series into one smartphone game, including trainers who were playable characters in past games. That's kind of interesting. I want to see how they handle this. More details will be released in the future. Some gameplay was shown off, with Brock, Misty, Rosa, and Blue appearing as NPCs, fighting using their partner Pokemon. It seems that when using special moves, the trainers themselves will also have special animations. The game is coming to iOS and Android sometime later this year. So, I am interested to see how this is. What this is exactly, since we don't know too much about it right now. But this, like I said, is a one of the revealed products from the Pokemon 2019 press conference, along with Pokemon Sleep. Some kind of Pokemon is looking to capitalize on people sleeping now. Kind of like how Pokemon Go capitalized on people enjoying the outside weather and going for walks and exercising and all that other stuff. Apparently they're going to try to incorporate Pokemon Sleep with human sleeping, and there's going to be a sleep element into Pokemon Go as well, with the Pokeball Plus Plus, or the Pokemon Go Plus Plus accessory that was also announced that they're going to come out with. I honestly don't know how any of the sleep stuff is going to work, but it is what it is. Staying on Pokemon news, the sequel to the Detective Pikachu 3DS game will be heading to the Switch. Another reveal at the conference, Detective Pikachu is coming to the Switch. The game has been confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. It will follow in the footsteps of the original game and pick up after the first game's cliffhanger. Detective Pikachu Nintendo Switch game will apparently have a different ending than the movie, which is good. As long as it's still a good ending, because I thought the movie's ending was pretty cool. It will offer a different sort of storyline. Detective Pikachu is immediately available Nintendo 3DS for the original game. The movie is currently in theaters. Yeah, it should still be in theaters. It's only been out for about 3 weeks. The sequel for the Switch is in development, so it'll probably be coming out next year. I'll be honest, I didn't give a fuck about the game. And I did say this last week, I actually liked the movie a lot more than I thought I would. When the sequel game comes out, I think I'm going to check it out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare reboot announced for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Cross-play support, PC cross-play support, and no season pass. No zombies mode either, from what I've been hearing. Activision officially unveiled the new Call of Duty game, reimagining the original Modern Warfare for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Some highlights of the new game include plans for it to be played together across PC and console through cross-play support, and the fact that there won't be a season pass, and the developers will instead deliver more free maps and content, well as post-launch events for players. So, free DLC is always a good thing. I think if you're every game, that comes out selling a $20, $30, $40, $50 season pass, I think is absolutely ridiculous. So I think it's pretty good. Pretty good idea that they're going to do a lot more free content as opposed to paid DLC. I'm sure there's going to be some paid DLC. So I've also heard, from what I'm hearing and what I've seen on YouTube, there is going to be no zombies mode in this game, which I'm sure is going to irk some people. Maybe that'll be maybe they're cutting it out and it's going to be part of DLC. Maybe that'll be a paid DLC game mode in the future. I could see that happening. Call of Duty Modern Warfare will release on October 25th, 2019. So we got a little over 4.5 months to go for that to come out. I'm sure all the Call of Duty fans will jump on that shit in half a minute. Disgaea RPG. Remember the blunder that was the release of Disgaea RPG a couple of months ago, and it had to get pulled down pretty much immediately? Well, the game is going to be relaunching this fall. I think this is only for Japan right now. I'm kind of hoping they release it worldwide this time. Nippon Ichi and ForwardWorks took to Twitter to update the people on the situation regarding the Disgaea RPG. The mobile spinoff that was recently stuck in maintenance hell and was subsequently taken off the shop for repair. According to the statement posted the official Disgaea Twitter, the repairs are currently underway. Currently they foresee the game relaunching in the fall. Originally, they stated that the repairs would take around 3 months, and it seems it will be a while longer than that. That's good. Do it fucking right this time. As for the Twitter account, they will continue to post updates, info, and blah, 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 blah. Now, this doesn't say it's Japan only this time, whereas every other article did say it was Japan. Maybe they're going to release it worldwide this time. I think that would be really cool if they do. Disgaea is a really good JRPG, strategy RPG, tactics RPG, whatever you want to call them. If you don't have a PlayStation console or a PlayStation Vita, you might want to check out this game because it's pretty much the only way to get your Disgaea, or at least try Disgaea. Mortal Kombat 11 adds, along with Shang Tsung, Spawn, Nightwolf, and Sindel have been revealed. The DLC will be out on June 18th for early access. 1 week early access, so everyone else will get it, I believe, on June 25th. NetherRealm Studios and Warner Bros. Interactive has announced Spawn, Nightwolf, and Sindel will be joining Shang Tsung as part of the DLC roster. I Jesus, I can't talk today. I absolutely love how Shang Tsung plays from what I've seen. Excuse me. I do believe now we know why Ermac, Rain, and Reptile were left out of the game, because he can teleport, or transform rather, into all three of those ninjas. I believe he also transforms into smoke as well. Within his moveset, I know during his Fatal Blow he turns into Sub-Zero and Scorpion also. I joked with my buddy Dan and my brother about the trailer. I said, I guess Shang Tsung is the new Chameleon now. Chameleon, for those of you who don't know, Chameleon, the male Chameleon with a C, as opposed to Chameleon with a K, who was the female one. Chameleon with a C was a mishmash of all of the ninja characters, and he had moves from all of them, mostly from Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Noob. I believe he had one from Noob. Ermac. I don't think he had one from Rain, though. Or he might have. But while I would rather see these characters as standalone DLC, pretty cool that Shang Tsung can incorporate these characters in his moveset. Two more guest characters have yet to be announced. NetherRealm Studio, let's see. Means so far there are 3 returning characters and 1 new guest character in total. So, the introductions, I'll read them all off. Shang Tsung's introduction: the soul-stealing sorcerer and historic host of the Mortal Kombat tournament pledged his eternal loyalty to Shao Kahn in exchange for a dark power, but he is no faithful servant. He dreams of the day his sorcery will overtake Shao Kahn, and he'll pay any price to get there. Actor Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, the actor from the Mortal Kombat movie from all those years ago, lending his voice and likeness to the popular character he portrayed in the classic Mortal Kombat 1995 movie. Additionally, Shang Tsung will be available for consumers to play before the release date during the E3 event from June 11th to June 13th. So, if you're going to E3, you can play as Shang Tsung even earlier than people like me. So there you go. Nightwolf, formerly known as Grey Cloud, was chosen by the Great Spirit to become the Matoka's champion and protector. Grey Cloud proved worthy when he laid down his life to prevent the Black Dragon from plundering what remained of his tribe's sacred artifacts. As Nightwolf, Grey Cloud possesses extraordinary magic granted by the Great Spirit to fight for the Matoka's future to defend Earthrealm. Sindel, the former Queen of Edenia and Kitana's mother, will stop at nothing to keep her place. Threatened with the loss of her throne when Shao Kahn conquered her realm, Sindel betrayed her husband and her people to keep her privileged position. Now, as Shao Kahn's wife and queen of Outworld, she enjoys power and wealth beyond most people's imagination. And the guest character Spawn. Todd McFarlane's Spawn is one of the world's best-selling and longest-running monthly comic books, with hundreds of millions of copies and sold worldwide in more than 130 countries in 15 different languages. The Spawn comic books tell the history and the story of Al Simmons, an elite government assassin who was betrayed and killed by the CIA. Instead of dying, he sells his soul to hell for a second chance at life and becomes Spawn, an unstoppable soldier fighting the underworld Spawn is voiced by Keith David, the original voice actor from Todd McFarlane's Spawn, the Emmy Award-winning HBO animated series. So, with the last two characters being touted as guest characters, I don't think they're going to be Mortal Kombat characters, so I think we're going to get 3 Mortal Kombat characters and 3 guest characters in this DLC Pack 1. Now, the trailer does say Pack 1, Combat Pack 1, so that leads me to believe that we're going to get at least one more, just like in MKX, where we got one, and then about 8 months later or whatever, we got another one. So, Shang Tsung has a release date, however, the other characters do not. So I think rather than releasing the entire pack at the same time, I think they're going to spread out the character DLC releases, much like how every other fighting game these days does it. Same way as Tekken, same way as Soul Calibur, Street Fighter V. Hopefully they don't take as long, though, because in Tekken, I think in, 2 years we got 5 more characters. And, or maybe Tekken's Season 2 character pack is already out completely. Who knows? I don't know. Haven't kept up with it, to be honest. But I did find a leak online, and this leak, I don't want to mention it really here or show it because I don't want to spoil anything. This leak is potentially correct. Apparently the game was data mined just a few hours before it released. In the end of April, and apparently, rumor has it that the Joker, Sindel, the Terminator, and there's at least one other Mortal Kombat character I forgot the name of, will be joining Combat Pack as well. So there are 9 characters in total. Ash Williams from The Evil Dead is rumored as well. So 6 of them we know of out of the 9 that were supposedly leaked or rumored at the very least. We know they're coming. We only know 4 out of the 6 so far, which leaves, after the Combat Pack 1 comes out, that only leaves 3 other characters. Shiva, Ash, and one other character. I forgot the character's name. I think it was Fujin, actually. That only leaves 3 characters for Combat Pack 2. So, I believe there's going to be at least 3 more characters from there. I don't like DC at all. I'm not a fan of DC. Kind of hope the Joker doesn't get added. It's whatever if it does. But yeah, so again, you can check out my review on last week's episode of the podcast. Xbox One Game Pass to add PC support and more games coming to the platform. Or coming to Steam. How about that? Microsoft has announced that Xbox Game Pass, which so far has only been available on the Xbox One console, will be coming to PC, bringing more than 100 games and from over 75 content partners to the system. Xbox Game Pass to PC is being designed specifically for its new platform, and Microsoft says that they intend on adding new game studios, Xbox Game Studios games into the service on the same day as global release. Xbox Game Pass for PC members will also get up to 20% off discounts from the Microsoft Store. Apart from Game Pass, Microsoft announced they will be making Xbox Game Studio games available for more services apart from their own, such as Steam. More than 20 titles are on the way to Steam, beginning with Gears of War 5 and Age of Empires 1, 2, and 3. Definitive editions. Xbox brand games going forward will have friend lists, cross-play, voice and text chat, and more access across PC and console. Finally, Microsoft also announced that Windows 10 will be getting support for Windows 32 games. They will be fully supporting the format on services such as the Microsoft Store. All these points above and more are set for the future, detailed at Microsoft's E3 press conference on Sunday. So now we know quite a bit of what they're going to be talking about at Microsoft's E3 this year. It's going to be a lot of crossplay and PC support with Xbox and Xbox games. It is what it is, fucking whatever, but I hope they still have a healthy dose of games. I'm hoping Gears of War 5 and Motorsport, Forza Motorsport 8. Other than that, I don't know what else to expect. I'm sure they're going to show off Call of Duty again because Sony's not going to be there to do it. And, whatever else they're going to have. PlayStation Plus, let's get into the freebies. PlayStation Plus for June. The lineup is pretty fucking good. Now, it's only 2 games, of course. But the games are Borderlands, the Handsome Jack Collection, which includes Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2. Complete games with all of their DLCs. This is fucking awesome. A lot of good free shit. And this is the reason that I got the Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, Enhanced Edition for PS4. And why I'm playing through the series again, because, of course, Borderlands 3, as you know, is coming out on September 13th, as its current date, unless it gets delayed. I did not finish playing through the pre-sequel, but I did play through Borderlands 2 numerous times, as well as I did with the first game. The series is fucking fantastic, and I love it. The other game from PS Plus is Sonic Mania. This one I'm kind of surprised about because it's only been out for a little less than 2 years, and the Encore mode and physical release have only been out for a little less than a year. I wouldn't think this would be a game they would ever put for free with Plus. Now, they have done older Sonic games in the past on the PS3 and whatnot for free, so I just don't know. I thought maybe, I don't know, I just didn't expect Sonic Mania, but if you haven't played a good Sonic game, if you have not played this game yet, you have absolutely zero excuse now if you have PlayStation Plus. And the Encore DLC is only $5. So essentially you're getting a good fucking game with 2 different play modes for $5. You really can't beat that. You really can't. And on the flip side of things, while Xbox has 4 games, they're all shit, at least in my opinion. NHL 19 will be available from the 1st to the 30th. Rivals of Aether will be available from the 15th to July 15th. I've never heard of this game at all. Portal Still Alive will be available until June 15th. And I actually forgot the name of the last game. Earth Defense Force 2017. The latter 2 are Xbox 360 backwards compatible games. Will be available until June 30th from the 16th. I'm not a fan of Portal. I think it's really fucking boring. But I do know it has its fan base. Never played Earth Defense, although it looks alright. Don't really care. Hockey, I think is fucking stupid. I think it's really fucking stupid. I think it's just as boring as basketball, in my opinion. And Rivals of Aether I've never fucking heard of. So, even though Sony's only offering 2 games, technically 3 this month, if you really want to break down the technicality there, I think they're winning out in this month's free games. I really think so. Finally, Nintendo, with a big blunder, don't understand at all why they made this decision. But it was revealed throughout the week, mainly on YouTube and whatnot. Super Mario Maker 2 will only allow online play with random players. If you do the co-op or racing bullshit, which, let's be honest, I probably really won't be doing much of any of that. Recently, it was revealed at a press event for Super Mario Maker 2 that you will not be able to play with friends online. Instead, you will be paired with random players as the only option. That's fucking stupid. To be more specific, no matter whether you're going for co-op or versus gameplay, if you choose the online option, you'll only be able to play with randoms. For those trying to beat their friends, the only option is to play on the same Switch or via local wireless play. Couch co-op really doesn't exist anymore, let's be honest. Come on now. Nintendo, you're dropping the ball with this shit. What's going on? According to Nintendo, this is because of how the global leaderboards and versus ranking system works. If players were able to play against friends, matchmaking would be compromised despite co-op play, not tied to the leaderboards. That applies as well. The game will release on June 28th. I mean, are leaderboards really such a big thing anymore that you have to compromise an online game mode? Limiting the kind of, limiting the people you can play with all because of a fucking leaderboard I'm sure nobody cares about. Nintendo, I think you goofed with this one. What you should do is have your ranked play with the leaderboards, and there should be unranked play. Now, I believe there is an unranked mode. You should be allowed to play that with friends, but you can't, and I don't understand why. I think this is something they really need to fix. Something I think they need to go back on. They definitely dropped the ball with this one. And I can tell you right now, there's going to be a lot more people playing Super Mario Maker 2 like the original, rather than using the racing and co-op and ranked modes and the stupid leaderboards. Because, let's be honest, in 2019... nobody gives a fuck about leaderboards. Seriously? Come on now. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Borderlands gameplay on this video. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast overall. And don't forget that the Nintendo Direct for Pokemon Sword and Shield is this Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. Pacific. With E3 right around the corner, what I'm going to do with that is... because we have really bad storms hitting again this Wednesday, at least in the current forecast, I'm going to release a special or an extra, whatever you want. I don't know what I'm going to call it for the Game Corner podcast episode. That's not going to be episode 33. That's going to be E3 stuff. Episode 33 is going to be all E3. For this special, I'm going to discuss the Sword and Shield Direct, as well as my predictions for the games I want to see at E3 and what games I think are going to be at E3, along with the games that are already confirmed for E3 this year. So look forward to that. That's going to come Thursday. E3 begins this Saturday, I believe. I think Ubisoft. Is it Ubisoft going first this time around? I really don't know. I'll have to look it up. That being said, guys, thanks for watching episode 32 of the Game Corner Podcast. Until next time, my name is The Rose, and I'll catch your ass down the road.